Overall, this guy gets a 10 out of 10. He's great. He's perfect. If you want him, definitely get him. I'd pay $180. He's definitely worth it. But that's all I got to say about this figure. I'm out. Hello everyone, and in today's review, we're going to be talking about the SH Figurearts Toji, one of Tamashi's most controversial figures. You could be asking yourself, Funks, how is this guy controversial? Everyone was begging for him. Well, that's just because of how Tamashi has been treating us lately with their QC. In this guy's promo images, he honestly looked outstanding. The only thing really wrong with him was his knee joints. Besides that, he honestly looked spectacular. No one really had any issues. And his DLC also looked great. Someone got their Toji before a lot of other people. And just looking at this thing, it does not look good. His neck joint just had a lot of bad gapping. And also, this guy just looked blatantly shiny. This guy only shines in some different lighting. Like in my room lighting, you can see him shine a little bit. Then in my living room, he shines a bit more. But outside is where he's shiny the most. But honestly, it is a really sunny day out. So if I came out on like a normal-ish day, I think he'd be okay. But on the box, he doesn't look shiny at all. Speaking of the box, let's look into it. On the front, we have an image of him and some branding. His name. On the side, we have a runoff image and his name. On the other side, more images. The back, poses, more poses, and finally some branding I can't read because I'm American. And I almost forgot, here's the top and the bottom. This box is pretty cool and all that, but I'm ready to look at the figure. I am a huge fan of this guy's sculpt, but I'm not a fan of the paint, especially on these forearms. It's really shiny. On the back, there's no shading like Tamashi normally does, and these knees are terrible. But the front looks really good. There's great shading on his pants, and the sculpt looks really great, especially on his shirt, like on his arms, and also on his back. But overall, this guy's proportions look pretty good. His chest is big and buff as it should. His arms are jacked, like always. And then you got his big baggy pants, which covers his small chicken legs. I almost forgot. Toji's worm, a main component of this figure. Honestly, I think it looks good. I wish it had some shading, though. Not much to it. Now, on his faces, he has a good grinning face. And they did the scars really well. Now he has like a yelling, kind of happy face. A teeth-gritting, smiling face. And finally, a looking to the side teeth-gritting smiling face, which is personally my favorite. In my opinion, I think his face selection is really good, but I feel like they're all kind of similar. I wish they would have included maybe like one or two more faces, like a serious face, and then maybe a goofy face would have been really funny, honestly. And that's about it. I couldn't really ask for too much more. And all of these faces that he comes with can also fit on his windswept hair. It has great shading, it's pretty sharp, and it just looks really good. One big complaint I have about this is it didn't come with a second socket for the other hair. So you have to completely switch them out like this, and it takes forever. So I'm going to speed it up for you real quick. Honestly, I can't stand Tamashi when they do this cheap stuff to us. This figure retail was $80, which is still a lot. But now, it's almost $200. And Tamashi can't even get us a head socket for both of the hairs. This is honestly insane. But I can't get mad because he does still come with a lot more accessories. So let's look at him. For hands, we have fists, relaxed hands, really splayed out open hands, holding hands, which are meant to hold his split soul katana, which has really good sculpting and damage, and finally the inverted spear of heaven. And I almost forgot, he came with his hands connected so he can replicate his stretching pose. But he also does come with a really sick DLC face for Gojo. It honestly looks really good, but it only comes with the face and the hair, and not the actual hair sculpt. So if you don't have the Teen Gojo, I guess you're out of luck. And now we're gonna get into the articulation. I don't have any cool segue or anything to get into this segment, so let's just get into it. We'll start from the feet and work our way up like we always do. So in his feet, they go down, up, swivel at the feet, great rocker, and then we have this interesting calf joint thing, just a ball joint. Then we have these highly over-engineered knees, in my opinion. I feel like they should have done something similar like they did with the Teen Gato. Really good figure, by the way. But basically, when you bend him, he has this weird thing at the front. But in the back, it has this weird piece. But I like the engineering on how it will fold back when I move it down. I think that's really smart. And then we have a thigh swivel. He can kick up this far. But if you use the other legs and the soft crotch a little more, he can kick up way higher. He can have a good split. His belt moves around, similar to the SHF Goku's. He has good rotation, left, right. Pretty solid crunch. It could be better, but there is a piece in here you can either carve or take out, and I guess it gives him more, but I'm not too worried about it. He gets the job done for me. He bends back very far. His arms cross towards the front really well. His arms cross backwards really well. They have a bicep swivel. Double jointed elbows. SHF One Piece line is starting to tune into this. And typical import wrist joints. And for the head, he can look up this far, and it exposes that gap. Looks down this far. Looks all the way around. And just has very good mobility all around. And then, this is his articulation with the worm. Now, with the worm, his legs aren't affected at all, so I'm not even going to go over that. But with his arms, they can go up about this far, which is either barely affected or not affected at all. They can still cross. Oh, hold up. Yeah, they can still cross. The worm barely affects that, mainly on this side, but on this side it is a little affected. Oh, his head popped off. Then going back, they are barely affected whatsoever. And now in the head, it is definitely restricted. But the gap is way smaller due to the actual piece going inside the neck. That's why it gets that big initial gap. So, now you know, if you didn't, why that neck has a huge gap. It's not for no reason. It has a purpose. So, we're going to get into his scaling now, and my personal gripes, and the conclusion. Here he is, next to SH Figurearts Teen Gojo. Gato. Yuji. Luffy, and finally, Tum Tum. Now, for my personal gripes, I really don't have too many with them, just because a lot of it is fixable and readjustable. So, the only really thing I firmly don't like about it is his knees. The rest is fixable, or it just doesn't even matter at all. His paint and stuff, that you can adjust that with your lighting, or you can matte spray them like a lot of people did. I don't think I'll personally do it. I've never done it before, but if you think it's a good idea, comment down below or hit me up on my TikTok at funks_the_collector. And yeah, that's really about it. Nothing else about this figure bothers me. So, in conclusion, I think he's worth the $185. I mean, I just paid that a week or two ago, so the $80 retail price would be nice. But, I mean, I would pay $180 for him, like Gojo, and even if you don't have Gojo or anything, I know people that have just had this guy, and he is super beyond worth it. So, yeah, I think that's going to wrap things up. I'm Funks. I'm going to head out now. Have a good one, guys.